And welcome guys, welcome to a different type of video. Obviously you're just seeing my desktop today. Well, I'm going to show you how I go about editing or recording, editing, and putting my videos up on YouTube. So that way you have an insight into how I do things. Well, usually what I do first, I run memory clean just to make sure I have, like, right now I only have 506 megabytes just because I just got done rendering a video and it takes up a lot of memory and I had some stuff running. So we'll take a few seconds and let that go. Cleaning. Usually it doesn't take that long. The only time it really takes a long time is if I've got my Windows parallels running. It takes up a lot of the memory, but since I'm just running my Mac, that's that. So come on baby. I usually get about five, I'm going to say about five and a half. 4.5. All right, well, usually what I do, and then I usually keep the volume at 2. That's just the staple I've been using. I have an audio interface that I use. It's a MBox Mini audio interface that is hooked up to a what do I got? Let me look at it. I should have had cue cards or something. It's it's a Sennheiser E. Hold on a second. It's a Sennheiser E835 condenser mic. And I have that connected to that, and then I've got my audio interface connected to a 4-port USB hub, which is connected to my laptop. And then I've got a pair of Sennheiser Pro audio headphones. Anyways, going on. All right, so since I'm already using the screen capture software that I use to do my videos, it's already recording. If you look right here, it's got the little camera with a thing. I'm already recording, so I can't show you how I start the videos. Usually what will come up is this little box that'll come up. It'll be gray. It'll ask me if I want to do my webcam, which I don't. I used to use my webcam, but I don't use it anymore just because I'm the most awkward person. Like when I'm in video games, I look stupid. I don't make any facial expressions, and I just feel like it's a lot less pressure when you're not being looked at, because I could do voiceovering a lot better than that. But anyways, there's a box that usually shows up right here. It does that, asks me where I want to record my audio from. Usually it would standardly just be your built-in microphone. Well, I use an external microphone, so I use my MBox Mini, and then ask me if I want to capture computer audio, which is essential because that's how I capture all my video game sound. And then there's a little red record button. You could also choose if you want how long you want your videos. It'll cut off automatically, but I usually have my iPod. My iPod, usually I have a timer going, so when I start, I do that. So anyways, I do that. The software I use is ScreenFlow. It's pretty good. It's recording, editing, rendering, and distributing to YouTube and other media sites all in one. It makes it so much easier. I mean, I'm a Mac user, and there's not that many Mac users out there. I mean, I use Mac, and then I use Windows for a lot of games that are only Windows exclusive. So that's basically why I have that. But using a Mac, that's where I record. And what's good about Parallels is I can use my recording software on my Mac and use it towards my Windows, which, I've got pretty much 2 computers in one, which is good. Well, anyways, normally I would record, do my videos, blah, 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 on the Leviathan, thanks for watching, guys, and then I would exit. And now, usually when I would exit, this little icon that's up here, the circle would go away. And I already pre-recorded like a little short video beforehand just to show you, and this normally pops up. It's a little, I'll just go ahead and let's show you it. I hit space, I've got my, showing me, it's Parasite Eve. Very short. I'm actually going to be doing that video event sometime. I've got some other things I want to do first, but it goes, and that's how it usually goes. And usually I'll start my recording a bit before I start the game, because then I could just cut off the excess. I'll show you how I do that. Hey, welcome guys, welcome to another Let's Play. Today's just a test video. Yeah, shut up, Steven. All right. Anyways, well, I usually start. You see this little green right here? That would be this track right here. Is me, just my audio. It says Avid MBox Mini. And this right here is the computer sound. Usually I'll start maybe half a second before my voice, so let me go ahead and do that. So Oh, shut up. I got it right there. Okay, so I usually do that, and I'll hit this little button right here and edit, and I'll delete the parts that are behind it, like so. Then after I do that, I'll go into my handy dandy external hard drive, 3 terabytes, by the way. I'm so glad I bought it. I would not be able to save any of my stuff without that. And I'll go to my intro videos. You know, I have every one I've ever used. So I'll just use my most current one, which is the Leviathan fish thingy, Leviathan. And just click and drag until it comes in. Actually, why is that so damn long? Hold on a second. Definitely shouldn't be like that. Okay. So, and then I compress or make this full screen again. Now I'll tick it where it'll be right at the beginning, the timeline, and since the thing is so much bigger, I've got to resize it and all that jazz. And yeah, so that's that. I usually add a ending transition, which by default it's fade to black, and I'll add a starting transition for this and for my audio track, and I'll just butt them up next to each other, and then let's give it a listen or a look. Make that a little bit bigger. Welcome guys, welcome to another Let's Play. Today's just a test video for my tutorial. Alright, so that worked. Well anyways, you may have noticed that my voice only comes out of the left speaker. Well, my audio interface, for some reason, it only detects mono, and I have to change everything to stereo. So what I'll do here is I'll just show off this. I'll just go ahead and show you everything. Well, this is my my voice track. Obviously, there's no video properties, so that's all great. On my audio properties, I can adjust my volume. I usually make my volume louder than the game, unless there's a lot of actual in-game talking. Then I'll make it, you know, about the same. So I usually put it about 150. I usually put mix input to mono, just because when I do that, and watch tutorial video. So you know I'm coming out of two things. I used to put effects on it. There's a bunch of different effects. I'll go ahead and show them through you, like just for example. Yeah, to show you how to do videos and such. See, it sounds like I'm on a TV right there, or I could be in a large cathedral. Best video for my tutorial video. You get the point. So yeah, basically these are all the effects I use. I used to use small room with EQ, but video for my tutorial. But I stopped doing it now. I just felt like I had kind of an echo, so we'll go ahead and untick that. All right, so now that we have that, now we can go ahead and click on the audio. I usually click on this. If you know the sound, I usually put it about 50%, so I'll go ahead and put that at 50. I don't have to mess with anything else with that. I've never really changed the audio EQ on any of the in-game stuff. Now with this, you know, I could scale it if I want to crop it, you know, make it a big different size, add a reflection, a shadow. I used to do that when I had my face cam up in the corner, but I didn't do that. Now usually if I'm playing a lot of like games that are really dark and people have hard to see, I change the brightness, but since this is pretty fine, I don't have to do that. So usually, you know, that's done, and I'll go ahead and scroll to the end, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. I usually cut it right about there, so use my cropping tool, or my cut tool, delete that end piece. Alrighty, so I have this on full screen for some reason. Okay, so now we're gonna go to our outro, which I'll use the outro that I've been using, so is this one. I usually have it butted up against, since when I used to use my webcam, I'd have it on this track, but I put it right here because that way the video will fade right into it. What I usually do with this one is I'll add a ending transition, and then I'll kind of have it, if I click it and drag it into it, it'll kind of overlap. And of course I made the videos, damn it, come on. I made the video, or these intro videos a little bit too big, so I have to resize everything, which is, you know, it takes like 2 seconds to do. I don't feel like remaking it. So, you know, there we go. And then next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, and that's that. So now that that's done, what I usually do is I'll go to File, I'll go to Save, and I'll just save it as Parasite. I usually name it as what the game is and what part I'm in. Usually with YouTube, I'll add different stuff. Parasite Eve Test. Yeah, I'll just call it that. And I'll save it to my desktop. Well, now that that's saved, I'll go ahead and go to File, and you can publish to Flash, you can publish to Vimeo, yeah, publish to YouTube. You can also hold on a second. Yeah, export it to your disk too. So I go to publish to YouTube. Now, usually I'll go to gaming. That's where I put it, and I'll usually put in, like, okay, let's see your Parasite, damn it, Parasite, motherfucker, Eve with the Leviathan. That's me, if you didn't know. Episode 1, and I'll just give it a catchy title. I don't know. Usually I'll make my titles something that happened in game or something funny, because so I'll just put it as test, just because it was a test. Now, usually after that, I'll open up my notes down here. I have notes for every single game that I've played, pretty much, and you can see my Parasite Eve down there in the corner. So these are all the games I've played. So I don't really have anything for Parasite Eve. So, oh, actually, I do have something for Parasite Eve. Someone else was playing it, but all right. So go ahead and so I usually just name it Parasite Eve, and then I'll usually, pretty much most of my stuff is the same. So I'll just take a game that I just did, copy most of the information out of it. Copy and put it here, and what I'll usually do is I'll change the playlist, and that'll be pretty much it. It's got everything else I normally do. So go ahead and do that. Now I'm gonna post a video to YouTube, that the video that I made out of that, but I'm gonna put it as unlisted so that way it doesn't show up, and then I'll delete it later, just as sort of a educational sort of thing. So we'll go back to ScreenFlow, copy paste. Come on, paste, and there you go. Blah 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 blah. So Parasite Eve test. Okay, so tags are important for me, at least, anyways. I'll tag everything. So let's just here. Usually it's let's play, the name of the game, what episode I'm on usually. So episode 1. I'll put my name. I tag myself. And usually, let's see here. Parasite Eve. It was made by what was it? It wasn't Squaresoft, it was, it don't matter. I'll figure out, name the character's Aya. This was for the PSX. It was kind of a horror genre. And commentary, usually I'll do. And then, set your privacy to public, unlisted or private. I'm putting it as private, so that way only people I choose can view it. So I'll do that. And then I'll go to quality and publish that, and then I hit publish. Now, since this is a short video, it shouldn't take that long to export. It should take maybe, let's see, how long is the video? It's about 1:20. So usually it'll export, get to the exporting part, and then it'll go to uploading, and then it'll be done. I don't know if I want to talk through all this. I mean, even though it says 3 minutes remaining, it may not be 3 minutes. But you want to know what? We'll just go ahead and hold on until it's right at the very end. So I'll see you guys in a second. Alrighty guys, so now that it's done, it'll say completed upload and give you the YouTube address. You click this little arrow right here, and boom pow, we're right at the video. So since this video is private, no one will be able to see it. Now what I normally do is I'll add it to one of my playlists. These are all my playlists for all my videos, all that jazz. Since I'm not putting it in, I'm going to be deleting it after this. I'm not going to put it in a playlist, but that's what I do. And then I'll go to Video Manager. I've already got something rendering that should be up in a minute, and I'll usually go to Edit. And for some reason in ScreenFlow, like, I can only make the title so long, but in the actual YouTube client, I can actually change it. So usually I'll change it, and add, save changes, blah blah blah. It's private. And then I'll go back to Video Manager, and I'll wait for it to finish processing. Like, I'll usually refresh it every few minutes or so. And what I'll do is usually once it's done doing that, I will choose my custom artwork that I put on it, add it, then that's that. But yeah, that's pretty much how I do my videos and whatnot. I don't know, it seems very easy for me. I've never had a problem recording. Sometimes I'll be stupid and forget that I'll accidentally hit the wrong button and it won't record anymore, or it won't be recording to begin with. But other than that, it's a pretty good thing. But yeah, that's how I do my videos. And if you guys have any questions or anything, or need help with recording, even though I'm a Mac user, I've been a PC user for my majority of the time I've been on a computer. I've only been a Mac user since November. I prefer Mac just because the PC I have is a piece and it needs to be taken out back and shot. Now, if I had a custom gaming computer, I'd probably choose that over a Mac. Each one has its good things and bad things. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, just let me know. But yeah, that's the end of this video, and I hope you guys like it. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.